Hello to whoever's in the room. Just bored, and I got a light. Somebody had said the other day that the lighting was kind of crappy, so I thought I'd get some other opinions. I was asking how the picture is. I guess the picture's 1080. So this is the new camera. Hey, Az, what's up, man? Good day, good day. I'm aboard, and like I was just saying, I got a light, and I had for a while ago, and I was talking to somebody, and it was either a question they asked or something, and they said that the lighting wasn't very good, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but lucky what? Lucky to be bored. But is the sound good and video? I think it's 1080. I got that same camera. The only thing I've got to do with it is hitch up. It's just running off battery, so I've got to hitch it up off of plug it in to a USB. But that shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, that's the truth. What it was, I went over the house this morning, and the brother's not going to pour the concrete for upstairs until the 19th, which I think is day after tomorrow. And I went over there to check on. They were working on the wall. There wasn't much to video, so I didn't do a video on it. Hello, Sue. How are you? Good morning. And so I figured I got back to the house. I'll go back over this afternoon, see how they're doing on the wall. And I was bored. So, and like I said, I'm seeing if the lighting is the lighting any better. Like this is normal. You guys tell me I don't know what it's supposed to look like. And that's with that little light in the corner. And the sound's good. The video's okay. I didn't schedule this live stream or anything. Like I said, I was just came home bored. My wife went to work, and thinking about maybe going out and doing some video, but I probably will day after tomorrow when they pour the concrete on the second floor. And then according to the builder, they're going to have the roof up and on in the next 2 weeks by the end of the month, which I kind of hope so, because they're not going to be able to do too much work if and when, or not if, when it starts to pour down raining. They're not going to be able to work. Looks okay to me. Sounds great. Okay, cool. Normal looks good. The light makes it darker. Really? So it's better actually it's better like this? As it looks better like this? I think it looks okay on my screen, but what do I know? Yeah, I need to get the roof on. Hopefully he's going to do it. According to my wife, she talked to him yesterday. They finished up the forms, and he had another house. I know he finally admitted that he needed to take a couple of days, which I said was fine. I told him, I said, man, we gotta beat this rain, because once the roof's on, then they get the block there. They can still work inside at least a little bit if it's not just complete, wind blowing and pouring down. But okay, cool. I'm just gonna leave it like that then. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know nothing about sound or pictures. I do. Like I said, I did a lot of photography and stuff when I was young, mostly black and white, 4x5, big format cameras, but a lot of 35 too. But so I know a little bit about the way pictures and photography is supposed to be and that kind of stuff. But as far as the tech and the knowledge that they have in these, it's going to probably take me 10 years just to figure out how to use my GoPro 9. So, but I am having fun, a little bit bored, so I figured I'd do a live stream. Maybe somebody has some questions about something or a topic. I know that I did hear that they went on I know my brother here in town, even in Surin, he posted his notice on Facebook day before yesterday from the local government, saying he owns a bar, and they serve. I don't know what the deal is. He serves food, but maybe he doesn't prepare it there. Somebody else prepares it and brings it in. They got kind of a deal or something, but he has to shut down for 7 days. And I know that around the place they've got 14-day. I think they have a curfew for restaurants, and I believe, and I don't know this for sure, but I believe even the food establishments as of today cannot serve alcohol. They can serve food with social distancing and all that, but they can't serve alcohol. They can still sell it. This is all my understanding from what I've read and heard. They can still sell it at like 7 or the markets or that kind of stuff, but you just can't sit down and have lunch and have a beer. So, not that I'm a big beer drinker, but although nice cold beer sounds pretty good right about now. Okay, no one say anything, right? I'm not missing anything. Everybody's just quiet, right? 7 people. So, what else news? Hoping that they do I think what they're going to end up doing, this is all my opinion. Mr. Mitch, how are you, sir? They are going to do I think they're going to do a 14-day shutdown, lockdown, whatever it is, and nip it as much as they can right now. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent, but I think that's what's going to happen. I was still hoping, and I know some people are hoping to come in October, September, October. I'm still hoping that maybe I can get back to the U.S. to see my grandkids and my family too. So, but and I was saying earlier, Mitch, that I went to the house, and that's why I came back, and I was bored, so I decided, well, I'll do a live stream. And we were checking on some lighting, but everybody said it looks fine just like this. Maybe it's better if I'm in the dark, right? But they're working on the wall. There wasn't much to video there. They are going to pour concrete day after tomorrow. And according to my builder, as of yesterday, he said he'd have the roof up and on by the end of the month. So I'm hoping. Is Robert, you're here, right? I did get a message. I texted, and I'm not going to remember his name for some reason. Got to get going. I know I had asked you, and you said you hadn't heard anything. He did send me a message and just said he's been busy at work and he didn't really want to be bothered. So he kind of, I guess you can put your channel on like a hold or something. And he goes, I'm fine. He goes, I'm just taking a break. So I thought I'd let you know that because I know you were interested in what was happening with him. So if you heard that, let me know unless you scooted out of the room. But yeah, so that was kind of good to hear. He seems like a real nice guy. I'm looking forward to meeting him when he comes. But yeah, I don't even know how to stop these messages from popping up on my computer while I'm live streaming. But anyway, so things are going along. I heard too that I did pick that that white block. Hello, teacher. How are you? I did pick that white block for building, and from what I've seen over at Joe's and that kind of stuff, that red block, that little red block takes forever. I guess they're going to do the bathrooms for some reason in the red block, but the rest of the house is going to be done in the white block. And from what I've heard and from what I've seen on YouTube, that white block goes up quick. So I'm hoping. I still want to get in there by the end of June, middle of July. It's up to you. How are you? Who else? Stuck. How you doing, man? So that's where the house sits right now. Like I said, I did go there this morning. There was 3 guys working on the wall, and the wall it's coming in very reasonable. I'm really impressed at the job that my cousin's doing as far as the supports to keep it from, a lot of the walls in Thailand do this or this. He put those big footings with big beams coming up to the footings on and the beams on the wall, and it looks great. And it looks like the way it's going to be. I'm going to do, let's see, down one side is 26 or 27 meters are what the sides are. And the back across, I think is, I want to say 16 meters. And it looks like I'm going to get all that fence done for under 100,000 baht, which I think is really cheap. I haven't, I think if I would have got somebody to do that wall, I bet you it would have cost me close to 200 for that. So I'll keep you advised. I write down every dime that's being spent on that house. I'm writing in case someone like Mitch or something or anybody comes out here and goes, what should it cost me to build this, and what should I pay for this, and what did you get this done for? I'm going to have it all. I'll have it all for everybody. I'll do, of course, a whole video once we get to that point. Like I said, I think it's going to cost somewhere around what the bank has given, 2.5 million baht. But I don't know, man. Where are you going to get? What is 2.5 million, Mitch? You got your computer working? What is that? 30, 60, 75, 80, 80,000, 85,000? Where are you going to get a 2,200 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, built? Of course, she owned the land, but where are you going to get it built for 85 grand? It's just unbelievable. And that's hopefully going to be with the pond, which is going to be a 5,000 gallon pond. It'll be right now, the way I've got it drawn, it's 3.5 by 4 meters, 2 meters deep. And the pool is about the same size, 3 meters by 3.5 meters. And it's only 1.3 meters deep. Hopefully it'll include that. It won't include this, the little house my wife wants to purchase down the road and put in the corner. That's 3 meters by 3 meters. It also has a rooftop deck and a bathroom, and it's 180,000 baht. I'll try to get some pictures and maybe even do a little video on that. The house is kind of neat, perfect for like guests. I know Andy said he wanted to move in, so but hopefully I'll have all the breakdowns on anybody that comes here and wants to know what it's going to take. Yeah, he's doing the whole thing in the white block, but for some reason the red block on the bathroom, and I don't know why. She just told me that yesterday, so I don't know. I'll see when it's there. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's really expensive? I went to buy more steel for the wall, and I had just bought steel maybe a couple weeks ago, and it probably went up 10%, 12%, and it went up that much before that too. And I guess what my wife said is that she says that she thinks it's because China and the U.S. are in some kind of a, you know, little war, going on with who can do this and who's screwing who, and they're bickering back and forth, and it's driving the cost of steel up here in Thailand. So I know that when my brother originally started the house, when was that? February, first week of February. He said that he was going to get screwed a little bit because of steel. Steel was had went up considerably since he had done the plans and the estimate on building. But we'll help him out. He's been fantastic. Like I said, his plans are great. He took it from drawing whatever we wanted, and he put it in on plans. Took it to the city or the government or whatever. Got all the stamps and everything to do everything right. So, like I said, if anybody's going to and they want to get a builder, I know that some people said that they have problems. I wouldn't push anybody or give anybody any information on anybody I wasn't 100% satisfied with. The man is a good man. He does good work, and he's very talented. So, yeah, I'm planning on it, teacher. I said something about the wall price because it really. I mean, I've got everything. I mean, I've got 75 baht, little discs that he needs for cutting to cut the steel, and I mean, I've got everything in there, and of course that's just he's a cousin, and he's kind of a jack of all trade, master of none. This is the guy only building the wall, not the builder. But I'm just happy as hell. I mean, the work that he's doing on this wall is top notch. And by the end of the week, he'll have the other side pillars up, and then all I'm going to have to do is I got to go out and get pricing on the big, the big gate. My wife wants a separate entry door deal put in too, so I got to get prices on that. And then across the front, we'll have the fancy. I want to go with a cast that I've seen where they actually cast. It would be like, I don't know, flowers, leaves, maybe koi fish. I don't know. But three of the spaces, the 2 meter spaces down the side before it actually hits the house, will be only three of those slats high, and then it'll have the fancy deal there. And then I'm going to go all the way up. She wanted to keep it down. She said it'll block the breezes or anything. I want to be in my backyard. I don't want people looking, from next door and stuff. If they build a 2-story house next to me, that's just the way it goes. But for now, anyway, I want to put the slats up 4 or 5 high. But the slats and everything, in case anybody's interested in that, the posts, if you buy them if you buy everything together and you pay cash, they were 300 baht a post, and the slats that went in were 2.5 meters long, and I don't know how high they are, 14, 16 inches, 18 inches, something like that. Those were 200. And when I went the other day, because we only bought for the one side, and then I only bought for the back because I didn't think he was going to be able to do the sides, because the brother needed access to get the block and everything else into the house. But she charged me $313 for the posts and 213 for the slats. I didn't buy the slats then. I just bought the posts, and then I went back again after the brother gave the okay to do the posts down the other side, and bought the steel and the post down there. So I don't have very many posts and slats to buy now. He's pretty much done. But like I said, I was really, really surprised because walls are expensive. Everybody that has gotten a hold of me and commented or sent me stuff say that it's cheap. And then I was really, because I thought it was going to cost me double where it's at right now, because right now it's at 75,000 baht, and that was two payments of 20,000 or 18,000 in labor, and the rest was material, and that is enough to get them around to make it down both left and right, and excuse me, and the back, and except for labor and some slats. That's why I'm saying the 75, probably another 20. So between 90 and 95 to do that three-sided. So, and I think the vents, I like those slats. It's I think a little bit more expensive than the block, but it's a lot quicker. And I think what I'm going to have to do though is rent a crane for for the upper two. They could put three of those slots in, but the three guys that they got there, they're having a trouble setting anything higher than that. So what I told them was, let's just wait, put the two or three in there that you feel comfortable doing, and then the one day we'll get 4 or 5 guys out there and a crane and set all the slats, the high ones. So, and thanks, teacher. Yeah, and a lot of people were asking about insulation. The one video I did, I showed you the PU roofing, which is basically that same kind of corrugated metal roof that's all over Thailand, except it's got 2 inches or so of solid foam, and I wanted it for insulation, but also, I mean, I know that probably everybody here has been outside when a good rain came out and they're under a tin roof and you can't even talk to somebody. So I wanted to make sure that was going on there, or a good tile or whatever. But from what they said, this is the best stuff for no leaks, and reasonable, I guess. I don't know. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully that'll be on by the end of the month. And once he gets that, I heard that white block, and I've seen on YouTube that white block just goes up quick. So hopefully it'll get a little bit of a move on, and we can start getting the tile there. And because I need to have, he's giving me some kind of cabinetry, lower stuff, I think, in the kitchen, which is probably going to be Thai style concrete or something. So I told him he needs to draw what he's going to put in there, because I'll probably have him. She's got another cousin that is a cabinet builder. So I want to put in cabinets, and of course the bedrooms, and then the kitchen cabinets, upper cabinets, lower cabinets, everything in there. And I've seen some of the work the guy's done. He sent me pictures, and he's another talented man. But and then if anybody, I guess they wonder about, I know I did, pricing. What I'm getting for my cousin, who he's giving me, I think, a good deal, but 500 baht a day, plus his helper gets 400. So that's what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he has 2 helpers, 1,300 baht a day. So, which I don't know. Like I said before, I don't think I'd get out of bed for that. I know I wouldn't have in the past, except when I was young. I was money hungry. But so it's very reasonable, of course, the labor here. That's why I think they do a lot of stuff. I think that's why they don't have concrete pumpers. I know it's very common in the United States. I don't know what it's like in the UK or Australia, but they don't mix concrete by hand and pour it. They get a pumper and they pump the stuff, and they're done in half a day. But that's probably why, because labor's so cheap. Plus, they'd rather, I guess, give the money to a Thai person than give it to a machine, which I'm all in favor of. Of course, the Thai person's running the machine also, but everybody's talking to each other. That's cool. Am I boring anybody yet with my board live stream? What else? I changed one window, added a door on the house. You're off to immigration office. What do you have to do? Oh, Uh, I just got mine. I told you, right? I think it was the middle of February. I got mine. In fact, I think my April, May 15th or something is my 90-day check-in, which I kind of heard also that the Thai government. This is all hearsay. If I say I kind of heard, that means it's nothing etched in stone. That they're talking about trying to make it so that when they go through this transitional period of trying to get people back into Thailand, the government's thinking. I guess a lot of Phalang Pharangs they complain about the 90-day check-in. I don't know. People complain about anything if you let them, but they're talking about getting rid of that and not having it for people like me that have retirement visas or long-term visas. So it would be convenient, but it's online. I know a lot of people do it online, but they're having a little bit of problem I heard now with the online. I know when things flare up like this, the immigration office doesn't like a whole bunch of people coming down to, in and out if they don't have to have them. So we'll see. But you have a good day, teacher. Who's in the bottom? Somebody here that. All right. I've been pretending long enough that I could actually see. Okay, I'm going to butcher your name. How are you? Is it Tuli Tufunga? Tuli Tufunga. Is that a dirty word or something I just said? Anybody know? But it's nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you here before. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Um, I know that there was going to be, like I said, quite a few people that wanted to come in October, November. Just called him TT. Okay, TT works. Thanks, Az. Wow, yes, sir. I got it right. I'll still call you TT. It's easier from when I see your name. I'm pleased to meet you. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free. I'm doing this because I'm bored. Okay. Well, like I said, watch all you want. If you want to interject, by all means, interject. Um, well, we still got 11 people. That's a lot for me. I don't know if anybody's. If I get up to 16, 17, 18, I'm like I'm overwhelmed. I can't keep up with any of the live chat. But yeah, so I don't know. I know that some people. I know. Where was I watching? I was watching Mitch the other day on something talking about how he thought he would miss his home in the United States. I was going to type something in. I forget who I was watching. If Mitch, are you still there, Mitch? Um, do I miss my house? No, not really. I'm almost thinking about selling it. The only reason I kept it was because I got a lot of memories in that house. But now I'm kind of on a whole different, you know, down a different path in my life, and I'd like to, I hate, I might live for a long time, and I'd hate to see my kids not get, any money. So, what I'd like to do is sell that house and give my son and my daughter a chunk of money. They want to go buy a house, whatever they want to do. Get it before I'm dead. Hell, what happens if I live to be 100? You know, they'll die before me, which would be absolutely tragic. But no, I don't really. Did I miss it? I miss where it was at, Mitch. I miss the location up in the Sierras, up by Yosemite, riding my bike up in the mountains up there, the way of life up in the mountains, up above Fresno, was nice. But I got such a great life here in Thailand. People ask me, would I? I don't have plans to go any other place. I don't think I ever will. I feel absolutely content being in Thailand. I couldn't ask for any better of a life. That's mainly why I do this YouTube channel, is so that people can ask me questions and maybe I can help somebody in some way get to Thailand. You know, that's why I put in my videos, don't wait to do it today. If you can get out of there, get out of there today. Because life's too damn short, man. I'm telling you. When I was lying in that hospital a year ago, I go, it's over. Now I got a girlfriend. Now my son had another baby, and life's worth living all the time, especially to me now. And it was always worth living. It's just when devastating things happen to you in your life, not too many have happened to me. I've had a couple of my uncles pass that I was close to. Nothing like your partner. It's a whole different ball game. My mother's still alive. I never met my father. No one real. I had friends and stuff because I'm getting old. They're dropping off. But I think I said before, it's really weird too. 99% of the friends that have passed away that I have, and there's probably been 10 or 12. I didn't have that many friends, but they were all alcoholics. Every one of them were an alcoholic. And they all died young too, 48, 52, 56. It's just incredible. So luckily I drank a lot when I was younger. I owned bars and, had a different lifestyle. But now, do I like going out and have Mexican food and being able to drink a margarita? I'm lucky enough that I can drink 2 margaritas and change to Coke. A lot of people can't do that. So I am happy for that. But like I said before, I'm not a good drunk. And I have not been intoxicated for 18 to 20 years. And I still drink, but if I drink 2 or 3 beers, which is very rare, I'll switch to something else, drink 7-Up or whatever. But it's really, really weird. So I guess what I'm saying is anybody that wants to come, man, just come. If you can do it, come. If you're planning on retiring, but you don't know if it's Thailand or Costa Rica or Panama or any place here in Southeast Asia, anywhere in the world, go there for 2, 3, 4, 6 months if you can. And I came here for 2 weeks and said, this is fine. It doesn't take much to make me happy. Give me some place that I can go swimming in the ocean on Christmas Day. I'm happy, so, but I definitely come here and try it. I went to Surin Beach right next to Kamala. I spent 2 weeks there, rented a PCX. They dropped it off at the very nice hotel I was in. And at the end of that 2 weeks, I said, this is great. Nice and lower key, not real, Patong's right over the hill. If you want to go crazy, or if I have friends in here that want to go crazy, I can send them over there. And then, of course, I met my wife and I'm in Surin, but I like Surin too. All right, let me try to see what I'm missing here. Hey, Bob, good morning. How are you? Things are great, man. Yeah, it is, Sue. Exactly. I don't drink. You know what it got to with me as when I was younger, even, younger, 40, when I was young, 19, 20, 21, 22, I could drink all night, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be out and work 18-hour days, fixing air conditioners in 110-degree heat. Now, the last time that I can remember being intoxicated, hell, it took me 3 days just to recover. So you ruin your whole week. I don't know. Yeah, I guess to each their own. If you like drinking, drink. But it's just not my thing anymore. All right, let me see who I got here. Yeah, exactly. 3 days. It must be a thing. So Bob is here too, Sears, and Bob Rhodes is here too. That's my friend in Udon, which I'm hoping to get to soon. Hi, everybody. But so anybody, I don't have anybody. I got 280 subscribers or something, which I'm fine with. It goes up a couple each every other day, a couple here and there, and I'm perfectly content. I'm having a good time doing what I'm doing. Um, but if I can help anybody out about getting here, my biggest advice is just go. The hardest thing is just get someplace, stay. You know, I tell people to stay for 6 months, but um, that was even when I was in Costa Rica. Is the only reason is you get a better rate on your housing. Here in Thailand, and it's cheaper, way cheaper than Costa Rica. So you can come here for a month or 2 months or 3 months. But if you don't know that it's where you want to be, but you still want to retire, I would just come and stay. Come and stay for a month. If you like it, add 5 more onto it. If you like it, get a place for a year. If you like that, start building or whatever. Building worked out for me. I know we had this discussion, I think, before, um, but I had a little discussion with Mitch about building something, not building something. I guess it depends on your situation. My wife had the land. It's the bank's money, which I learned, like I said, when I was young. My uncles, who are passed now, said always use somebody else's money. Whenever you can use somebody else's money, use their money. Don't use your money. And the bank, she got the loan. I couldn't even get a loan here in Thailand, and it worked out perfect. So, everything's in her name. That's fine. It's her money, you know. And do I pay 10,000? I pay 8,000 baht a month for where I'm at. The loan's going to be 13,000 baht. Big deal, you know. And she's happy. I'm happy, Happy wife, happy life. My Thai wife is happy all the time, whether I'm a miserable guy or not. And I'm not a miserable guy that anymore. Not that much anyway. All right, let me see. Everybody saying hello, hello. Yeah, I'm glad to see you, Bob. Might have these. said they said it loose. Not that bad as it's been. Yeah. I don't know. I guess they're talking about the stuff. Right? Yeah, I know. I do too. But I was going. What we met up every day when I was there, pretty much every day. It's where I had my breakfast and my coffee. And his wife is an excellent cook, and she would always make me something. And uh, but I don't know Thailand. What do you think about Thailand, Bob? You're not going anywhere, are you? Uh, I don't know. I guess, like I said, I think it depends on age. You know, um, of course, the way that I was when I was in my 30s, like I said, probably would have killed me. I'd have come to some place like Pattaya or something, and I would have been dead in 2 weeks. But luckily, that didn't happen. But the life and the places that I've seen, if you want to be an Isan, do I like Isan? Yeah, I like Isan. Did I like do I like the beach better? Yeah, I do. I like the ocean. I mean, it was nice, like, going to see Bob. I would take off a little bit earlier, watch like teacher does, go down and watch the sunrise, or that's the sun come up, and drive along the beach and go over there when they get there and have my coffee. And I mean, and I guess it's also the financial situation you're in too. But depending on where you're at, because that's, again, people ask me, how much does it take? It takes anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000. And what do I think is comfortable for me? 2,500 to 3,000 a month is US is very comfortable. I could do pretty much anything I want. Um, but uh, it all depends on your lifestyle. You like it there. Let's see. When are you supposed to come? Uh, I know you guys are both planning on coming, right? It's up to you and Sue. Uh, what's Bob said? Yeah, I know he's having. You like it out there, and I like it here in Surin. Don't get me wrong. Well, you should, TT. You know, um, as long as you know that that's what you want to do, it doesn't matter where you start. I'm telling people I would start in Thailand because I don't think that they'll leave Thailand. And I think from what I've seen on vloggers and people and reading and stuff, the people that went to the Philippines ended up in Thailand. So, but if you come and visit the Philippines and you like the Philippines, then move to the Philippines. But if, as long as you've got it in your mind, I'm talking about this question here. Can I? Oh, I can't do that on here. I'm not on. I'm not on the right thing. StreamYard. Um, as long as you know that that's what you want to do, you want to retire somewhere other than where you're at. Because I don't even know. Are you in the U.S. or the U.K. or Australia? I don't know where you're at, TT. But as long as you've got it in your mind that you want to retire, I just say go, man, go do it. You know, it's nice. I would like it, I think, a little bit more here in Surin if my wife didn't work. But me trying to, she loves her job, she loves the people she works with. I mean, it's like her whole life, and so it's really hard. So I've kind of not given up. I can go anytime I want to. If I want to leave, without all this stuff that's going on, if I wanted to leave tomorrow, I could get my air, I could go and jump in the truck and, oop, my mom. So hold on one second. So anyway, I can still do that. The only thing, like I said before, some people that watch know, I'm Jones for my wife now. If I used to set up, Bob knows, even when I was in Kamala, I would go each month, 3, 4, 5 days to different places in Phuket, or to Krabi or Kolak or wherever on the scooter. And now, if I go out after 2, 3 days, I want to get back and get spoiled by my Thai wife. But I could still go. Like when this breaks loose and done, I'm not gonna worry about trying to find airfare and going here and taking a bus. I'm just gonna take my truck and drive to Rayon, and I want biscuits and gravy. So I'm just gonna do it. I'll take 4 or 5 days. Take my time getting down there. I think it's about from me, it's about a 7-hour drive. Let's see. Hoping early 2022, but depends on. And my father said, "Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, did I right? I heard about your father. I remember." Yeah, well, hopefully people can come when they want to come. Seems like everybody now. I mean, I don't blame them. How you can't, unless you're going to retire. How are you going to come to Thailand? Can you come here? Sure. Do your 14 days, pay $3,000 or whatever it is for a decent hotel room, and do your queue, do all that stuff. But if you're just going to go on vacation, how can you vacation in Thailand with 14 days? Now, I heard they have 7 days. I don't know if that changed since all this is going on now, but most people only take a 2-week vacation. So in order to take a 2-week vacation, you got to go away for a month. A lot of people can't get away from work. I know I never could, not for a month. I get away for 2 weeks. But Sacramento, okay, you're by me. My son lives in, okay, now my mind's going to go blank. Where does he live? I live right above Bass. I live right by Bass Lake, up above Fresno. That's for TT. God, I'll remember my son's town. I hate getting old. This really sucks. Videos are great. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But that's a good start. Like I knew, even though there was a YouTuber in Kamala, I got the idea. And look, it's same thing when I went to Costa Rica. By the time I got to Costa Rica, I had watched so many videos on where I was going that when I got my scooter, when I got there, I knew exactly where I was in town. And that's kind of the way it was with Kamala. I knew and had a good idea of what that particular part of the country was like, because I didn't want the hustle and bustle. Okay, now I'm falling behind. Videos again, but to see how much for the 100,000. I don't know. I don't think it's much money. I know that I just heard, because I got my health insurance, but the stuff that I've heard, and I've heard it from very good sources, depending on your age, but if you're between 55 and 65, to get a good insurance policy here in Thailand, which I suggest to do, because if you listened to me before, it cost me $1 million baht for the 3 months I was or the 2 months I was in intensive care last year. But I have insurance now through my wife, but it's right around $2,500 a year. Okay. And that's for a good policy. That means it's going to cover most of the stuff that you would need. But the 100,000 thing you're talking about, I think, to get your retirement visa, Bill, it isn't much money. It's kind of cheap. Let's see. Roads, yes, waters. Remind me of home. Many more. Here he is. I'm trying to read these. Sorry. Yeah, I used the Visa service. I didn't use one, but I think that's a fair deal. You know, if you didn't want to, I remember, Bob, I was talking about trying to get it when we were in Kamala. The gal next to at the massage parlor next door I was going to use her or her friend or something, and I never did. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get an agency. I agree. Yeah, exactly, Step. I couldn't see it either. But I'm really bad at reading these things. 7 hour. Where are you at? Australia? As? Yeah, that's a good. Well, you can get the 90-day. That's what I was doing. The tourist visa. I did that for a year and a half. A year and a half. It's up to you. I did it for a year and a half. And what I was doing though was kind of easy for me, because every 90 days I was going back to the U.S. Because of my house and stuff that was going on, and stuff I needed to get together. And so I would go. So when I'd go there, I'd just run into L.A., which is a hour drive for me from my mom's house, and go in there, take care of everything at the Thai embassy there, and then get on the plane and come back. Oh, Florida. Okay. This year. Wow. I know, boy, it puts uh, this whole thing has really put a damper on a lot of people's plans. That's for sure. That's why I'm not glad that I went in the hospital, but if I would have been on my normal routine then, because I didn't have my retirement visa, I would have went back to the U.S., either got sick and died, or got sick there, and I would have never got back into Thailand. I would have been, it would have taken me a year probably to get back into Thailand. Oh, Perth. Okay. Yeah, I got that. Now I heard Australia's locked down, right? Completely. They won't let anybody in and out. I have a lot of reason I say that. I don't know if you watched me before, but when I'm Italian, and when half my family split from Italy, half of them went to New York and ended up in Connecticut, and then my mom and her two brothers moved to Southern California, and the other half of the family went to Australia. So I've got like, oh God, I don't even know. They're good people. I've met them. They've come and visited me in the States over the years, but I probably got 150 relatives in Sydney, and they want me to come, and I was planning on coming, but now I heard that they're locked down. Yeah, we're prisoners. That's what I heard. That sucks. What am I missing? Anything? 877 only required. Yeah, I believe so. But like I said, the cost of it, I think, is cheap, Bill, isn't it? I don't remember it being much money. That you get them kind of cheap. Mine, I didn't have to get one because uh, I'm on a OA, or I'm not on an O. I'm on one of them that doesn't have to have that. Bob's talking to. Who are you talking to? Stuck. Okay. Yeah, and they love it there. My I had one cousin uh, who came to the States when me and my cousin owned a bar in Simi Valley, California, and he came out. I think he was, oh God, 18, 19 years old or something. Just wet behind the ears, and we put him up in our house and took him to the bar. And the one thing I remember was we made. It's kind of funny, so I'll tell this story. We had a thing called Taco Tuesday in the bar, and the house that my cousin had was maybe about not even 2 minutes from the bar. So we'd make all this stuff in big pots, and put the hamburger meat in there and make it all up, and then we'd bring it over to the bar. So we had him helping us, and he and you'll probably relate to it. I didn't make any sense to me at the time, but I guess anybody from Australia. We got the hamburger, threw it all in there, said, "Here, stir this up." So he started stirring it up, and then he asked me and my cousin. He said, "Well, where's the fat?" And I go, "What do you mean the fat?" He goes, "Well, don't you have to put the fat in the hamburger?" I said, "Oh no, trust me. This is American beef. There's plenty of fat in that beef. But I guess you have to add fat to the beef you'd get in Australia." I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, he came back and visited about 12 years ago at like 50 years old. Um, Family, wife, kids, turned out great. And he stayed about 2 weeks in our area, and we got to, talk to him and see him. And that's when he said, "You got to come. You got to come. You got to come." And then when he knew that I was here, he said, "It's just a short flight. It's not that far. Come on over. We'll put you up, and you don't have to worry about nothing. So I might still go, but it'll be after you guys get out of prison there. Um, but yeah, he was good. It was fun. Uh, the house building's coming good. I said it a little bit earlier. Supposedly, the 19th, I think, day after tomorrow, they're finally pouring the concrete they were supposed to pour a while ago. Found out my brother had to start another house, and I understood that, and that was okay. So everything's going good. He says he promises he'll have the roof up and on by the end of the month. So we will see. So if he's going to be working on it like crazy again, I'm sure they're going to get blocked there. They're probably going to start the walls. I'll probably start doing, or I know I'll start doing a lot more videos and keeping everybody updated. I did say a couple of the stuff on the prices on the wall that my wife's other cousin is doing. I'm really impressed with that and the pricing. I think it came in extremely, extremely cheap. And the well's going good. I got crap load of water, and it seems to be good. I still haven't went to somebody had suggested to go to the university. I have an agricultural university I could almost throw a stone at from there, and so I'm going to go over there and ask around and see if they have a way of testing the water. Like I said, I'm more worried. I'm not going to drink it. I'd like to see what kind of minerals and stuff in it. Certain kind of minerals and that kind of stuff are actually good for the fish. I'm more concerned about the fish. But then again, if the mineral content's high, now I know it doesn't have any copper and any iron in it because I did a test. I had just a little dipstick that I used for my ponds for quick tests. But you know, a lot of the mineral stuff and calcium and that kind of stuff, which I didn't see too much of, um, will start messing with the pipes and the showers and the washing machine and that kind of stuff. So I will have it tested, but you know, I'd really rather use that water unless it's really bad because I'm not going to drink it. But we'll see. Um, yeah, you know, at that steak place that I've done a couple of those videos. Um, I don't know if I told anybody the other day, but I went back again. The kids wanted to go again. We went back there. There was five of us. My father-in-law didn't go. We had three porks. I had an Australian beef. My mother-in-law had the fish. We ordered the fried. She ordered the fried hot chicken skins, an order of French fries, and then before we left, my daughter and my wife were talking back and forth in Thai and said she wants to. I said, all right, go do whatever you want. She ordered two of the pork steak dinners to go. This kid ate her steak. She ate half of my wife's steak and everything else. The kid, and she's like this big around. She's the one that does the Thai dance. But she ordered two of those now. We had four sodas. So what is that? Five, six, like seven meals. One of them Australian beef, and the total was 747 baht. I mean, it's hard not to go to that place. You know, especially with the kids, they love going there. Um, I hate to lean over like that, and I got my hat in everybody's face. Lean mints for burgers. Yeah, that's what he said. They add the little bit of fat to the beef for hamburgers and stuff like that. You liked it in Kebla. I liked it too in Kebla. Bob's great peoples too, just so everybody knows. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go ask. I forget who it was that it was actually somebody from the channel that had suggested doing that. So, do you have a, you know, some kind of a, you know, farming, you know, university close to you? And that's where we go to the green market. I don't know if you've seen. I did a video on the green market that I said was very close to the new house. That's where you have to drive through the university to get to where the green market is. So yeah, I'll go over there. They probably will. I'll ask them. I don't care if it takes, you know, 6 months for them to put it together. That's fine with me. So I mean, we got 13 people. Oh, we're getting way up there. We're getting to the uncharted territories of people. I tell you, when it gets to 18, 19, I think was the highest I had. I don't think I've ever hit 20. But when people start talking, boy, that thing goes by, and me with my glasses. Of course, they're not reflecting too bad. I just hate to do this to you all the time. But I can semi read. I need a new pair of glasses. But yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. The house build, I told Bill about that. Hopefully, I'll have maybe a video up by the weekend of the concrete going on the second floor. Um, so I will put up something on the house. I'm hoping that he's going to do what he said he's going to do, and he'll get all that roof on, so I can get video of that. Hopefully, they'll load the block, um, and they'll start going. Now, from what I understand, from what my wife says, he has different crews. He has one crew that does all the concrete work. He's got another crew that does going to do just the roof. He's got another crew that does just the block walls. So we'll see. We'll see what he he does. But I know he's got to make money, and I don't have a problem with it. The biggest thing, you know, it takes a couple extra days. I don't care. He's been more than good to me and fair with me, and you know he's got to make money just like everybody else. You know, I'm sure he'd give her a good price. I know he did, and you know it. I know he's got to do other work. He's got to make a living, but he, you know, like I said, anybody wants to, I would definitely, if they're coming, he said he'll go anywhere. Um, but I would definitely get a price from him. Price to build a house is free to get a price. And I know that a lot of people had said that they, you know, it was hard finding good builders because they would, take off, start, not finish, that type of stuff. But, I've seen what this guy built, and he's building our home, and I would definitely get a price, no doubt. When were you there, Stuck? No, I did it again. 2016, yeah. That was before my time. I came in November, November of 2018 was when I came for the 2 weeks. Then I was going to go home and not come back until January. Sitting around the house there, I just said, "No, I'm out of here." And got somebody to watch my house. Jumped on a plane and flew back. Found a place to live, and then 4 or 5 months later, met up with Nitnoy through Bob. In case you guys didn't realize that, Bob was the one that I had told the story that has the wife that him and her own the coffee shop. They're the ones that kind of introduced me to Nitnoy. That's a whole other story. But uh, anyway, but yeah, Bob's a good man. I'm kind of jonesing. I'd like to get over there and see him. I know all this crud that's going on. It's a pain to travel, but they're saying they haven't put any travel restrictions per se on traveling yet. But I know that they're telling people not to. When we canceled our trip to Pattaya when we were going there on the 9th for a week, and then I was supposed to go on the 11th to Rayong. Teacher was going to come pick me up actually, which was kind of cool. Um, uh, they had said I had just missed it. I almost lost 22,000 baht is what the hotel was. When I found out about them possibly closing stuff down, um, my I always get the just in case I don't show insurance, but this one stopped 3 days prior to uh, going there. So I talked to them. The hotel was through Agoda. But Agoda actually had a partner in the middle of it. It was kind of a weird deal. So I had to talk to 2 or 3 different people, but they let me slide. Of course, they had a lot of locals. The hotel was booked. It was a 4-star, nice hotel. But you know what? There in Pattaya, I feel sorry for those people. That's they're dying there. Um, this isn't helping them at all. Like I said, here in Surin, it's not too bad because they don't depend on the tourism. They're used to dealing with most of the money that they're making is coming, 85, 90% from Thais and the locals that live here. But they don't depend on, people coming there to vacation and like Kabbalah or, any place in Phuket or, anything like that. But it, I don't know. I'm Jones, and I'd like to get to the water, just like everybody else would like to get here. But yeah, I don't even know. I have to ask my doctor. Did you find out anything about that, Bob? From what I heard, I haven't asked my doctor yet. But if I want it, it would cost between 35 and 5,000 baht uh, to get stuck. But I haven't heard unless you've heard. I know. I think that they're just now starting to give it out, but I know that I don't know when what age groups, and I know they have something out because I heard it on somebody else's channel that they have the age groups and the first respond, all the kind of stuff, and it told you when. But I know that Nitnoy wants to get her mom and dad done because her dad's 75, her mom's a year younger than me, but She would like to get that done. Plus, I'd like to get her done. We've got, I don't know what you have there. How many cases do you have in Udon, Bob? Do you know? We've got 50 cases here in Surin. We've had nothing forever, and now we've got 50. Um, oh, really? I didn't know that, as. Yeah, yeah, I know. The only thing that I got to figure something out because I know I got to go see my kids. I got to see my granddaughters. I got my grandkids, all of them. But I have the strange feeling that they're going to have some kind of a special stamp for traveling or something that you put into your passport signed by somebody, or a sticker or a paper that says that you've got everything that you got to get, and you're going to need that paper uh, to fly, to go in and out of the United States, to come back to Thailand. They're going to make it part of that, and then of course getting a test or something. But um, you had 11 yesterday. We got a total of 50, I think, right now. Now, my brother, or my cousin Rich, it was his birthday today. I called him this morning, and he said things are getting lax in California. I don't hear that on the news, but he says it's just great there. Their numbers are going down. I hear just the opposite from people. But my cousin lives there. He said numbers are going down, things are getting better. So I don't know. All I know is that how many millions, if not billions, of people live in Thailand, and since this all started, they've had 97, I think, deaths from COVID. Now, how do you explain that? I don't understand that at all. I understand the United States because they get paid, I think, for different ones. If they pass on this or that, they get it. Because I don't think anybody's died of old age in the United States since all this stuff started. So I don't know, but I just find it very weird that you know 97 people, and if they're admitting to 97 people in Thailand, how many people you think they were wrong on? I heard the last one that passed away was the most recent one was a 62-year-old Thai man that had emphysema and something else. And I don't know. I guess that's a whole thing. Probably leave that for some other channels. Total number you're not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I know there were 50. Vaccine passports. Okay. Receiving deliveries. Wow. Okay. I heard something about that. Makes sense. But so I know that if I don't get whatever kind of shot they got, I'm not going to get out of here and get into the United States or get back to Thailand. Let's see. Anything the government wants to put. No, really? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that or not, Bob. I know that, boy, if I go out, because I'm a white man, boy, if I go out without a mask, they sure. I don't do it very often. Sometimes I'll forget and pull it down, and boy, I'll get 500 dirty looks. They probably think every white man in the world has it, but I don't know. I always wear mine. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Most of the people that are around me, everybody I've seen here in Surin, they all wear it. Yeah, I know. I guess they get paid, right? It's up to you. They get paid. Yeah. I can only hope. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's true. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is, thank God I live in Thailand, and I'll do whatever I can do to help and do what I can do here. Um, I heard that when they do get the stuff here. The ties are going to get it for free. Um, my doctor sent me my doctor I haven't been to in 5 years. Me and my wife who passed away went to. Um, he has mass emailing, and I just got an email from him day before yesterday saying he had it. Come on down, make an appointment, and we'll take care of you. So I guess you get it free in the United States, but you have to go by their, from this group to 65, from this, you got to go by what they tell you to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind. And I even have a little bit of problem because I still, and maybe you do too, when it's hot out and I've got the mask on, I can breathe okay, but I still have a little bit of a problem with all the crap that I went through on breathing with the mask on. But I wear it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. TT, I agree. Um, yeah, California, man. That's another reason why I want to sell my house. I've about had it with California. I wish my son didn't have to live there. No, there isn't. California is like a state of their own, you know. Um, God, I'm still trying to think of the name TT of that of where my son Yuba City, Yuba City. How I cannot, how I could forget that. He lives in Yuba City, which I believe is close to you, correct? Yeah, I have a hard time too, Bob. No comment. You know, it was. You know what it was for me when I was younger and I was making money. Um, California just. I had friends that lived in Arizona, and between the vehicles I owned and the property taxes and state tax and everything like that, they just bent me over. And of course I had the money, so I just I lived there, I had a house there. There wasn't much I could do. But later on, when I was planning on retiring, I still stayed in California. I think it was because of my kids, be close to them, and I still didn't see them that much. You're back on. No, you didn't miss anything. uh, let's see. Yeah, Robert. Uh, when are you coming? You're going to try to come October? Is that right, or am I totally off the mark? And did you get my? I didn't see if you answered that. Um, uh, the gentleman that we knew in the states there, that he did get a hold of me and said he just been busy and overloaded, and he put his channel on hold for a while. I didn't know if you heard me say that or not, Robert. You know who I'm talking about. I think I can't remember his name for some reason. But anyway, he's okay. He wrote me. I wrote him again after I talked to you, and you said you heard nothing. I wrote him again on an old video that I had, and he answered me. Said, no, I'm fine. I just need a break. So I guess you can kind of shut off your channel. I don't know nothing about that. Bobby, yeah, Bobby and Jai, yeah. So they did. He did get a hold of me, and he's okay, which was good to hear. Everyone with money has already left. You're probably right, Az.